Gonna make the profiles boom, boom, boom. I said boom, boom, boom. Reaction. This is about to be the most exclusive reaction channel, period. Puro reactions going on right here. Gunner's Profiles, man. We're going to change the name pretty soon to Gunner's Reactions because we're definitely going to get nothing but the best top flight security of the world, Craig, reactions going on here. Let's really get it cracking, man. Let's really see what's up with it. Wes Watson. Say it with your chest, Wes, right? And for no other reason, I thought I should react to this guy. Now, this one I've never seen. You know, I don't really watch Wes Watson like that anymore. You know, at first I was motivated. I did a few burpees and hurt my back, and I was all pumped up by this guy because he came on the scene and he pumped everyone up. That's just what it was. And in Menudo Style direct fashion, hey, sprinkle the woods in, brother. A wood finally got sprinkled in, who I thought was a righteous one. Who I figured no matter what anyone says and what anyone had to say about him, this guy was speaking some real stuff. So the first few videos I seen of him, I seen him with Big Herc. He was doing interviews. I was enraptured. I was encaptured because I seen a lot of things he was talking about were righteous and they were real. You know, I can't speak for the woods. I can't speak for the white side of the yard. You know, I wasn't on that side of the yard. I know that their program is a lot more different than what I had going on. Being from Northern California, we were always on the other side of the yard. So a lot of the things he talks about, I can't verify nor deny. But one thing is for sure, this guy started to get more and more and more and more outlandish with the stories and the elaborate scheming that was going on behind them eyes. That's why he wore the Lokes. You could tell was going on. He was formulating a plot and plan. As he got bigger and more views, more subscribers, his stories started to get a little bit more crazier and it was just too much tapatio on top. Or, in the words of the white guy, there's too much sauce on that Salisbury steak, brother. So anyways, let's get into this video. This is Wes Watson. The prison program. Let's see exactly what he's talking about here. Let's react together. Let's get to it.
Why are you going to choose to be on the sideline when you could be in the motherfucking game by just being consistent, by having heart, by stepping your game up? So in the penitentiary, my fucking morning program was always the same. I wake the fuck up, I go take a shit right away. And then I come back, I make my coffee. I sit there, I drink my coffee, I turn on some music I like, I read my quotes or a book that I'm really into, something that inhibits growth. This is when I go into my meditation phase. My meditation phase is always initiated by a really deep song. I like to use Adele or something that's fucking painful, something that's...
Adele, he says. Okay, okay. I'm surprised he didn't say Lady Gaga. First of all, you get up, your Shelly's brushing his teeth, doing his thing. Move over, I need to take me a cagada. Straight to taking a shit. It's the first thing he does before he drinks his coffee. Okay, I can see that. You got to take that morning one, get that one off, pinch that one off one time, Wes. One thing I do know is for sure, he forgot to roll his mattress up. This is not biker status. Get up, roll your mattress up, man. Make sure everything's safety secured, and then go take your morning shit. Well, obviously this tells me one thing. If he's going to take his morning shit, that means he didn't secure properly his piece. If he was on these level 3 and these level 4 yards like he's been saying in a lot of his videos, then he would have a bundle or a piece secured, right? So the first thing you do is you wake up in the morning, after everything is everything, you do your drop. Then you take your morning thing, then you resecure it, you clean them, rewrap them, resecure them for the day. So to be at a level that he was talking about, if he didn't have a piece secured, he obviously wasn't on a 3 or 4 yard at this particular time. Now, I don't know what type of yard he was on when he's talking about doing this, but he should have a bundle and a piece secured. But I don't know. Let's get back into it.
It's got a woman's voice, something that screams to your soul, something that makes you come to tears or almost. This is how you fucking learn to suffer willingly. To suffer in silence is the most sublime feeling imaginable, and it's the source of your true power. They say suffering is the fucking origin of consciousness. So what I would do is I would invoke the suffering with this music. There's a lot of things.
This Vato's getting spiritual and lyrical. You hear it? He said he'd invoke the suffering. It's not like prison ain't sufferable enough. You're suffering in prison. You're there, it's boring, your celly's farting in the morning, it's an ugly situation, you're drinking your coffee, you're listening to Adele. man, the suffering is real. You know, you're not waking up to a mamon from a bomb torta. You're not doing none of that. You are suffering. Okay? But this guy invokes it. This guy wants to feel it. He wants to feel that pain. He wants to feel that aggravation. Maybe that's what it takes to pump him up. Every man's different. You know, is that going to work for everybody in the world? I can't call it like an alcoholic. One thing I do know is for sure is the wind was blowing that morning. He took his morning shit. Now he's suffering. So let's get to it, man. It's starting to get interesting. He's getting real philosophical, or however you say it. I don't know.
Things that I would avoid.
Philosophical.
When you hear certain songs, they bring up past experiences. And there was past experiences tied to a woman singing that I missed because I missed my woman. I loved her. I missed women in general. I love them. They're fucking magnificent creatures. But anyways, I would.
I like how he spit that game right there. He's putting out feelers. He said they're magnificent creatures, like unicorns. He's going to go ahead and need him one as soon as he gets out. He's like, I love him. Look at that look on his face right there. Let's get to it.
Evoke the suffering with this music. Now, the fact that I'm up at 3 a.m., to me, is the epitome of gratitude, especially when you get up at 3 a.m. to chase growth.
What the hell is this man doing up at 3 a.m. in the morning? Now, when you're from a group like the Woods, the White Boys, the North or the South, the Brothers, anyone would tell you that if you're in a structured group or you're programming or functioning to the fullest, you are tired. That's the number one thing in prison. These individuals are tired. You can't wait for the program shutdown so you can unroll that mattress and get to it. You can't wait for the lockdown or for the lockup situation when the placas are walking doing their last count. Because, man, as soon as that shutdown hits, you're to it. You're to the cama. You're to the rack. People are tired. There's a lot that goes on in prison when you're an active in the non-general population yards. You know, you're working out, you're staying aware. That not only takes a toll on your body, but it takes a toll on your mind. Your mental is constantly going. You got to stay aware. You're watching everything. You're writing everything down. You're doing a whole lot of this and a whole lot of that, and a whole lot of he said, she said, that she said, that he said is going on. And at the same time, it's up to you to stay aware of that and abreast of that. There's a lot that goes on. I know in the North, and I'm not going to get too into the politics of it because that's not my realm, but I do know one thing, is that by the time everything was done, we were tired. So waking up at 3 in the morning, I wasn't up until about 5 until they started that program, that Buenos Dias, and I'm, right? That's what I did. But every person is different, you know. He's taking his shit, he's flushing the toilet at 3 in the morning, he's making coffee, he's doing what he does, and his celly's not tripping, I guess. Maybe it's because West is so big, huh? The Liver King.
So what's happening is I'm up at 3 a.m. chasing growth by reading deep quotes, by reading self-help books, and I'm invoking suffering with the music.
This guy's
So
bullshitting.
if suffering is the sole origin of consciousness, and gratitude, which I'm gaining by waking up early to have growth, gratitude opens the door to higher intelligence. So when you combine opening the door to higher intelligence with the suffering, which is the origin of consciousness, you create the perfect space for meditation.
Say that 3 times fast. To say, he's spinning your mind up. This guy is a master manipulator and a good car salesman, right? I'm not going to say that some of the things he doesn't say are true, because there are. I'm not hating on this man whatsoever. He's done it. He was able to invoke the power. I beg of you, give me the power. Due deme dambala. Orale Chucky, right? He was able to invoke that suffering into other people that have low self-esteem, that have never been anywhere, that think that a guy like this, right, is the way. Then they rolled with that. I see where he's a master manipulator. He's doing that. You know, he almost got me over here wanting to bump Adele and start suffering with them, but I know better. So I'm going to go ahead and continue this, but read between the lines. I said read between the lines.
So I would create this space every morning. This is how I start my day. I start my day with the application of my emotional motivators, and I envision my greatest vision to a T, to where my vision brings tears to my eyes, it covers me in fucking goosebumps, and I know motherfuckers that are asleep can feel it. It's almost waking them up, the vibration I have from inside.
The vibration he has is so powerful, it's waking people on the tira up. Well, there's going to be a whole bunch of mad-ass people when they wake up at you. Let me tell you something, man. Everyone in there is trying to sleep. until it comes time to wake up, man. Ain't no one feeling no vibrations. The only vibration you hear is like this, it's from the lights, or you hear the blackest keys when they walk around. And everybody's aware, man. The vibration is not waking anybody up. He's doing way too much with this one. This is way too much crema on them tacos, man. The vibration is almost waking. But you're gonna have a whole bunch of white people mad at you in the morning. They're like, hey, listen here, Wood. You were in there at 3:30 in the morning making a big old pot of coffee, some of that good black, and the Adele, combined with the vibrations from your heart, woke me up, brother. So you owe me 300 burpees for all 3 hours of sleep that I missed, brother. You know what I mean? That's how it's going to be. Say that with your chest, Wes.
From this true, just this visualizing of my future. Now, I finish off my meditation tactics. I go straight into some fucking
He was about to say he finished off his medication, not his meditation, but we'll give him a pass on that one.
Heavy workout, something that I feel is the epitome of gratitude as well. It's secondary to waking up early to chase your dreams, but it's a growth tactic when we're speaking mind, body, soul growth. So I go straight into an intense workout. When you push yourself extremely hard to extend the one life you've been blessed with by seeking health through treating yourself well, through treating your life with respect, how is that not the epitome of gratitude? It is.
That man is about to get it in at 3:30 in the morning. He's about to wake the whole theater up. Ain't gonna be no riots or melees over this. No. The vibration from his heart is calming. It's calmed everybody down. You know, the Adele bumping, the music slapping. It's not gonna hurt no one. The grunts and the workouts and the burpees at 3 in the morning while everyone else is sleeping. Nah. They're not tripping on a 3 and 4 yard. They're not gonna stab you profusely because of that. No. It's all good to wake everyone on the theater up. Let's get to it. That's cool.
So mind, getting up early, seeking growth. Body, pushing yourself physically to extend your one life. And soul being all these combined when we're suffering willingly. That's why all religions across the world, they went on long treks. They sought isolation. They fasted. The New Age way of doing this is to eat less, is to work out harder, and to spend time alone to find your answers.
So basically you go to prison because they're going to feed you less. You're going to be isolated up in that oil, in that cell. And you'll find the answers to life. So go out there and commit a crime right now, basically is what he's saying, and isolate yourself. So that way you could find your inner self. Rather than just go to school or go to a special program or just be a normal human being and get a job, right? But I don't know. You know, this is his story. I'm going to let him tell it. It's pumping me up. Makes me want to do 2 backflips, a somersault, a cartwheel, and 3 push-ups so I could feel my inner growth.
This is the New Age way of meditation. This goes back to the Bible. Nothing has changed except our surroundings, and we're not even tripping on our surroundings because everything is interior. Everyone is looking around too much.
Okay, well, this is getting a little crazy. He said he's quoting the Bible. He's saying basically what he does and only him is what the Bible says, right? Later on, I hear he talks about Bible thumpers and how they're poop butts in prison. But we're going to just continue this narrative because, like I said, man, I'm going to buy Adele's Greatest Hits as soon as I'm done with this. I don't know about you. I'm going to sign up for the Wes Watson recovery program and buy Adele's Greatest Hits. That's the first thing I'm doing as soon as I get done.
Look, don't look around for answers. Look within. You know you'll find them. Don't wake up right into activities. Wake up right into growth. Wake up right into self-exploration.
Don't wake up and take a shit as your first activity, basically. Don't wake up to activities. Meditate, find growth. He woke up to taking a shit and making coffee, but you lost me there, Wes. Say that with your chest.
Right into a realization phase of where you need to go and visualize. Now, this is how I always started my morning with that. Everybody's still asleep. The lights are still off in the building.
Well, you woke everyone up.
I used to time it to a T. That I finished my workout the second they clicked on the lights, and I would have the music going right when that went on. Poof, and I would fucking just let it empower me that I was so intent.
Listen here, alien cyborg. This Volta said I had it timed to the T that the lights would go on. He'd finish his workout. Are you buying this? I'm not. You know, like I said, I might buy the Adele album, but I'm not buying this, man. This guy is putting way too much on it. This, man, Wes is he's a genius. I got to give it to him. He's a genius. I see his hair receding as we speak. That's why I wear a hat too, because I'm going bald, so I'm not just clowning on him. But I mean, it's like his hair is peeling back and his nose is growing. It's weird. It's like a transformation. It looks like he's turning into a werewolf.
And ingrained in these details, these minute details that strengthen you to adhere to the second, the minute, on and off for years on end, to just selflessly attack these details for everyone to watch, to better themselves, and to push.
Well, everybody cannot watch because everybody's sleeping, Baboso, but you're waking them up. So maybe there are some guys watching you. They're probably watching you because they want to strangle your ass.
Everyone to be the best version by being a solid example. These are the fucking things we need. The answer isn't a therapist. You be the therapist for your kids. You be the example. Put the fucking whiskey down. Don't fucking sign him up for a class. Be that motherfucker he needs.
If you look close, you can see spit going everywhere. Say that with your chest.
It's not that hard. It's actually a lot easier than regretting what you did over time. I care so much for the next motherfucker because I care for myself. I was in a relationship once where the person said they couldn't even love themselves. We must love ourselves, and the only definition of self-love is self-investment. And we must invest in these three main areas.
I don't know what book this guy read, but it must have been on Oprah Winfrey's book list, because this guy is giving you game, knowledge. Dr. Phil, Steve Harvey. Man, think like a man.
Mind, body, soul. But back to my morning program. After I did my workout and the lights went on, everybody would start to get up. That's when I would rack it up. I would be away from everybody. Now they're using the bathroom facilities. They're moving about the building. This is how it is in a dorm setting, in a cell setting.
Oh, okay, he was in a dorm. Okay, I get it. I take back everything I said. No, I don't. I don't take back nothing. But he's in a dorm setting. Okay, I could see where he doesn't have anything secured. So dorm setting, so he's level 2 or level 3. He's probably level 2 at this point.
It was the same way. I would rack it up and let my cellie use the bathroom and all his shit, do his shit. I'm done first. I'm out the way. It's out of respect. So now everybody in the dorm is using all the bathroom facilities. They're all getting in each other's way. I get up early so I'm not in the way. So I'm done with everything I need to do before they're even starting. So now I'm racked up and I'm reading. They're about to call chow in about 40 minutes. So about 30 minutes before chow, I just stand by the door, crossed armed, patient as a motherfucker.
He's a liar in a fat mouth. He's not standing like a soldado waiting for breakfast for 30 minutes. Everyone's going to be like, what's wrong with that guy? They're going to think he's up to something and do something bad to him. But I don't want to jump the gun here. So let's hear the rest of this.
Just standing by the door. I did that for 2.5 years straight. At each building I was at when I was in level 2s. I did a total of like 4
Level
years,
2.
3.5 years in level 2s. So at all these level 2s, everyone's rushing to chow. So I would just wait in front of the door. Way before everyone. Half hour, 45 minutes. Not one fucking time did anybody that whole time ever exit that building before me. I was so on point, and I took massive amounts of pride in that.
Not on a good old level 2, Wes. Pensa la tira. Why didn't they exit? You weren't going to let them or what? The intense vibrations from your heart? Come on, man. We're talking about a level 2 here, man. Stop it, man. Go get your huevos and shut up.
People talk about consistency, but at what level are you consistent? We must realize that our ability to stick to all these tiny things strung along is what gets us very far. Everyone has the lottery mentality. They want to hit a grand slam. A
Yes,
motherfucker
sir.
like me is hitting base hits all day. Base hit.
He's doing
after
that.
Base hit. after base hit until they add up.
After base hit, after base hit, after base hit.
And we still win, and we win the fucking game. That lottery mentality, trying to overwork a poor diet, trying to out-earn poor spending habits. These are all things we know we shouldn't do that hinder us from reaching our goals and levels of success we want in life. So after chow, I come back. Guess what I'm doing right after chow? Right when we're done with chow, guess what I'm doing? I'm doing 300 burpees. I'm either doing 10 sets of 30 or I'm doing 30 sets of 10. But I'm doing 300.
Oh, he's not letting his food go down. No, he's about to throw up all over his homies. Hey, brother, it looks like you're gonna upchuck, brother. You know what I mean? Why don't you go take another mirror before you do that, brother? That's how the essays say. They can say mirror
burpees right after chow. Massacring them as fast as I can. 323 to 20 minutes. Just beasting them. And then after that, I go have a fucking another cup of coffee, and I'm getting ready for yard. We're going out and hitting that fucking bar work. We're smashing the bars for a good hour, and then we're coming back in. We come back in, we shower. When you shower in the pen, it's out of respect that you shower with your mother.
So this guy's already worked out 2 to 3 times yet, and he hasn't showered. He's barely showering. Let's see what's mandatory to do on this 2 yard he's talking about here.
The fucking clothes on. You keep your clothes on in the pen when you get in the shower. You enter the shower with your clothes on. You wash your motherfucking clothes in the shower with them on you. A new ass motherfucker strips out where everybody's sitting, leaves his dirty clothes on top of his shoes, and then comes in the shower butt naked like a fucking weirdo. But in the pen, we come in fully clothed. We wash all the clothes we just wore at yard. We hang them up. Yes, you finally get naked.
Well, yes, wash them damn clothes, Wes. You haven't showered after 3 workouts.
And you fucking soap off, and then you dry off it, and you leave. But I mean, this is a really effective method in there. And these are...
Look, and I'm just saying this, man. I'm not going to put too much on Wes's plate, man, because I know, he was a solid individual as far as his case. Doesn't he look like the type of individual that'll walk in there butt naked and tell everyone, you want to wrestle?
The things that have been passed down for fucking just massive amounts of years that work better. And it keeps everyone from having dirty clothes under their motherfucking bed. There's nothing worse than having a bunkie or a celly who doesn't wash his clothes every time he wears them.
There's nothing worse than a Volta that's already worked out 3 times, listened to Adele, everyone felt his vibration, went to chow, and barely after going to the yard and 3-4 workouts is barely taking a shower. Ain't nothing worse than that.
And you walk in the cell and it smells like dirty fucking clothes. So this is another thing that is massive about respect in the penitentiary.
You notice how bigger guys always say everything is massive? Massive. They're trying to put that in their head as they put their arm like this. Massive. Massive. That shot you just took with the R was massive too. It's what got you all spitting everywhere.
We're always fucking just... the whole thing is... If everybody was going to do what you're doing in a building full of 200 people, would it work? So a motherfucker will leave something somewhere or he'll sit a certain way and I just am like, okay, if everyone in the building decided to do what you're doing, could we all live here good? And they're like, but everyone's not doing it, so you can't, motherfucker. This is the way I always led everything. If everybody can't do it, you can't do it. You're not special.
We're going to end it like that. You're not special. He's a massive, intelligent guy who did it his way. Again, this is neither to condone his behavior nor to shit on the man's character, because that's not what we're here for. We're here to simply react to his video and what I think he's trying to say. I think he's putting too much on it. I do see some of the things, having done time in dorms, in a dorm setting, and a 3 in a gym. I understand that there's certain wiggleizations that you can do. I've said it before in some of my videos. You can wiggle a little bit more. And I have seen people working out, 4 or 5 in the morning, very quietly. But if the vibrations from your heart wake up anyone, people are going to put something in your heart that's going to put you to sleep. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the Wes Watson video. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. If you want me to put more reactions down concerning Wes Watson, I will do it. I know that's my boy Dubs Lane. He's doing a lot on Wes Watson. But he told me himself that you should do one on him. I said... I might as well do it. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose, get every single thing that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about you, yours, your family. Get up. Listen to some Adele. Let them, I'm talking about good vibration. That's right, brother. Sprinkle the woods and just don't wake them up. Anyways, with that being said, go out there and get it. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe. Gunner's Reactions, we're about to get it. If not, thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears this crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I honestly and truly believe in, and that's bringing you guys the best possible content I can on YouTube, as well as bringing everyone together to view it. The gun. Bang, bang.